Lonely traveler, I've made a bed for you. Welcome to my heart. Yeah. Welcome. We're all travelers, you know. Sometimes lonely, sometimes with companions. But we always have that place in us, in our heart, our openness, our place of love, our place where we touch the divine. Yeah, making a bed. Yeah, welcome people to your home. And you know, in reality, it used to be that a traveler in a town, left alone, maybe hungry, was welcomed at least for a meal, sometimes a bed if it was right. And we've been living in a lot of fear. It's hard to do that now. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be doing some interviews on the road, and we're going to find cultures where that still is happening, where people don't feel afraid, that they bring people into their home to feed them and to make their heart feel welcome. And here we are. We move into a recording on Mother's Day. Yeah. As we move forward to the I Ching. The I Ching for the week of May 13th, 2019. My. It reminds me, in June, it's just less than a month away, I'm going to be in New York doing just a afternoon, early evening seminar at ABC Carpet in Manhattan. Beautiful venue to work in. They call it Deepak's home base. They have a lot of wonderful people that speak there. I feel pretty honored that I'm invited, and I'd like you to come. It's not very expensive. I think it's $45, and half of it is going to go to a charity that we're looking after in the city in New York. So please come, and please, if you're listening to this, say hello to me. Tell me that you listen to the I Ching, and I love to meet this beautiful community, this collective, and it fits because this week is number 7, Shai, the collective. Right, that's right. Above is Kun, the center of the earth, and below is Kan, the gorge. The place where we take risks. The wisdom is power to the people. Feel like you're back in the 60s, huh? Bring your legions together. Alone you will survive. Move together and you will prosper. What lies ahead in your situation is nothing less than great, and it will require risk to achieve your gains. Not that your gains are restricted in any way. It's the opposite. The field is wide open, more wide open than it probably has ever been, as you draw this particular gua. The potential is greater than great. You know, I love the way the ancients talk about words like great things are greater than great, you know. I think that if we look at that, what is greater than great? Well, kind of greater than great. The access to the fulfillment of desires is risk. Gotta take risks. No growth without risk, you know. They say no gain without pain. Well, let's have some risk and maybe work through the pain. Implicit in this hexagram is a metaphor. The metaphor of being at war. At war with all that has held you and the whole of humanity, really, back from the physical, environmental, and spiritual leap of faith that is now necessary and now is possible at this particular energetic shift on Earth. And our Earth is in jeopardy. This hexagram says that to clear the way for yourself, your family, your tribe, and collective, you can no longer be the ordinary civilian. You know, no more, man. You're listening to this. You are no longer a civilian. You're not standing by, observing the rush of activities flooding through the personal reality scene around you. Now you got to enter into the fray by accepting the mantle of leadership in your personal journey and among the collective. You know, Jung talks about the collective, that place that we all share, that we reach from, that we seem to know each other from. You have that feeling of deja vu, where you feel like you've crossed over into another reality, where you recognize someone or something as being a part of the collective. This implies that there's a basic human social responsibility, and that's your responsibility to the greater good. And let's consider, what is that, the greater good? The greater good is the things that, easy first, it makes us feel good, but where we can be of service, and that where we can bring honesty and truth into our world. The benefit is waiting as you carefully and thoroughly align your inner life with your movement forward. You can then marshal your inner forces and set about readying to meet the challenge. There's some very real forces both on the inner and outer levels of experience. These are being triggered as response to this quest for achieving progress and for bringing completion to your plan. Your plan of looking for peace of mind, contentment. Simple, huh? You are the leader of your quest. Don't look outside yourself for the answers. That's not where it lies. So you see, as a leader, you're called into service, and service in this case is not some whimsical idea. It is a vital component. This is a time to be disciplined. Set things in order, make lists or make a plan for sure. Bring your legions together, right? This challenge, or this test, if you will, must be met with an organized plan that is not directed by the ego, but from trusting your inner knowing, the conjunctio, right? The conjunctio of heart and soul, right? Jung talks about that conjunctio, where we come together in one, where ideas come together, people come together, sexes come together. You will not be harmed, and you will emerge victorious if you meet the coming challenges with integrity, compassion, and honesty. As you neutralize or defeat these negative forces or these influences, you're going to find yourself emerging victorious with the achievement of having merged with the great flow, the cosmic flow. As your abundance package unfolds, like a gift at Christmas, don't fall prey to the ego. It's making noise in the background, attempting to lure you into a victory lap. Come down the red carpet among the flashing and clicking of the imagined paparazzi. Be humble. Use this energy to calm the mind. Nourish the collective loving heart of compassion. You see, it's there for you. That's where we go in meditation, see what happens. Meditate. In meditation, I practice this sometimes. I slow down my heart, and I ask for that. I just ask for it to go slower, to pump more blood, move through my body. Let this victory that you're coming into benefit all around you. You see, everyone, all around you, are in need of healing at some level. And it will allow you to stay in the flow, this flow that you've sacrificed for. The things you've given up to stay on the path, on the journey. Still your mind, and use these gains to bring an elegant simplicity to your life as you share the benefits through sharing love and respect with all around you. Less in the way of display. That is what we do at this juncture, in this particular time wave. Less is more. Deconstruct the fears deep inside you. Be ruthless. Be ruthless with yourself as you examine your penchant for drama and for fear. Bring truth to the lies you've told yourself about you. That you're not good enough, or you're too late, or it ain't going to happen because you missed something. Don't fear that. That's not where things are at. There's a voice telling you you're not up to the task of leadership, or that you are connected and concerned that should you take such a blatant and outrageous risk to face something boldly, fearlessly, that you're going to fail. It doesn't work that way. You see, approaching it like this squaw teaches us, you can't fail. The nature of the quest is such that those who enter with integrity and compassion cannot fail. Once you assume the role and proper level of leadership and have taken the first step into risk consciousness, You'll be nourished by the influence of this abundance that waits for you. All you need to do is start. Cross the line in the sand. It's right in front of you. And you're there, right where you need to be. It's here that you're going to have the vision, the strength, the confidence that you need to accomplish goals in this sacred journey. The role of being in support of Gaia, in support of community. Again, we're talking about compassion. The growth this will bring about will benefit your relationships, your tribe, your associates, and all sentient beings. Most of all this is going to work on the inner plane to free you, to feed your spirit, and bring you to touch your authenticity in the interconnected whole. That seems like a big deal. It's not. It's very simple. Everything we talk about, I think the I Ching gets obtuse sometimes, but if we just deconstruct it enough, we find that it's simple. Consider this. You're gathering by the river to marshal your forces. Try that one in meditation, huh? Gather by the river to marshal your forces. These forces are made useful by taking the transformational leap into risk. The risk of being guided and trusting fully your intuition. Open your eyes and your heart and fear not. You are in initiation. Once you've made the leap, you're in movement. Always being aware that risk is your companion. You see, you're never alone. You got risk right by your side. Risk is your energetic fuel. It fires you up. It's not your enemy, risk. It's not an obstacle. You know well the work that you've done for yourself. You've studied, you've paid attention, gained knowledge. You've had many of the self-improvement actions for yourself and have learned techniques to bring about equanimity. Consider the accidental lessons that have come as a shocking surprise that at first were filled with fear and gracefully, or not, moved into the heart and the soul. Yeah. Now as you're facing a karmic challenge, because it's nothing less than that right now, as you face this, it could be in your business, your relationships, your art, your family, your health, your spiritual life, physical life. You're being called upon to gather all these elements and bring them together to make the shift into your personal situations. With actions such as these, you will triumph, and you will be the one with your inner light and your powerful and well-honed inner forces. Spirit is recognizing you in your actions, and this pleases Spirit. Never doubt there is that eye. You see it on sometimes the top of a pyramid, that all-seeing eye. It's there. It's watching us, not in a scary way, but to watch us. And, it's just like Santa Claus. You do good, you get nice gifts. It really is true. You're now called to the collective, to roll well with your helpers on this great adventure of initiation, because this time is nothing less than an initiation. We go through lots of initiations in our life. Look to the helpers that are with you. Praise them. Point out their strengths. Don't judge their weaknesses or even your own. Consider you have an army of companions. They might be close by, they might be far away, it doesn't matter. They're going to support you and be the fuel to carry you across the divide, the place where divine spirit emerges and connects you with all. Allow your intuition to point the way. There's great wisdom there, and trust the feeling of oneness. For it's oneness that you'll find you are not alone. And know well, aloneness is not loneliness. Dig that. When you're saying, oh, I feel so lonely, and that, no, it's not it, man. Just come to that place, say, okay, this is my time in the oneness. And you don't have to stay there, but definitely draw some energy from it and allow that to go through you. I just heard some figure, a statistic on NPR that Americans are bored 150 days a year. I kind of can't believe that's true. Boredom, how can you be bored? If you find yourself in that place, man, then break out the I Ching. Read, listen, take yourself on a walk. No reason to be bored, because it can be great. I like this particular I Ching this week. I think it really is talking about some deep, deep truths about being a part of the collective. If we understand that, we come to so much of a better place within ourselves, and we join together. I'll mention this a couple more times about this class or small workshop I'm doing in New York. It's going to be written about. You're going to get notices. I'm going to send out a notice, but plus it'll be on the website as well. And always, if you have any comments, write to me. Tell me what's going on. Well, I send you all the love that I could possibly muster from here at the 20th parallel as I move into a deeper place, about to go on the road, feeling like Willie Nelson, on the road again, man. In la Kesha Lakin. I am the other you. And I like it that way. Yes, I do. Namaste, my sisters. Beautiful goddesses. Namaste, my brothers. Great heroes. And all our warriors. Yin, yang, I don't care. Man, woman, I don't care. You're a warrior, man. We all have that warrior place within our soul. So muster that with your breath, with your knowing, and feel that strength that builds inside. And listen to this I Ching again, because it's talking about joining with the collective. And that's unlimited strength. Blessings and love to all of you. Namaste. Namaste.